and he was talking about how, it's like watching that new one with Luffy. What's that? The One Piece comic.
Yeah, One Piece.
And I'm like, I can't get into that. And he said, well, you just got to watch the cartoon. You got to watch that cartoon into like the 4 seasons when it starts to get good. And I was like, bro, I don't have time to watch the 4th season. And he said, no, dude, this is one of the best animes ever. And I'm like, how can it be one of the best animes ever if it takes 4 seasons to get good? And
it's not.
He said, go ahead.
It's not that One Piece takes 4 seasons to get good. It takes 4 seasons for the pacing to get right. Because you have to remember, when it comes to anime, as soon as the books hit the shelves and they become popular, they immediately turn that shit into anime. That's why there's that joke about Dragon Ball with it taking a full half hour for them to power up for one episode.
Yeah, well, that was my point.
Because it's fucking filler.
Because of all that, if Dragon Ball Z, let's say the tables were flipped and I hadn't seen Dragon Ball Z, but I had seen Luffy or whatever that fucking show is, One Piece. And I'm like, man, you know what? I want to watch this show. Everybody says it's the best anime ever, this Dragon Ball Z thing. But they keep telling me it takes like 2 seasons for it to get good. I honestly would watch Dragon Ball Z and think the same thing. Like in my age now, because when I was a kid, I had nothing else better to do but watch that. And One Piece wasn't around, so I watched Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z, but in today's, like, I wouldn't get into Dragon Ball Z any more than I'd get into fucking One Piece because of how they drag that shit out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta say, when you have a story, so I'm very critical of the long burn of the stories that take multiple seasons for you to get into. I feel like I've been burned by that in the past with TV shows that I'm just like, I've been told it's 3 seasons. Here I am 4 in, and this sucks. I am not into this. This is not fun for me. I feel like I've been burned by this so many times that when I hear this, I'm like, nope, I'm out. But that having been said, the best shows that I have ever seen, they did require a slow burn. They did require some time.
There are shows that start off like fucking fire. Walking Dead, and then they don't know where to go, and then it gets good again, but then it gets weird
they burned
again.
off for like 2 years. You can burn 2 seasons of Walking Dead, and you can burn everything after, I don't know, somebody died, and then it's a great show if you just don't count the 2nd season and everything after like season 5.
To be honest, I like the 2nd season more than that fucking weird shit with the dude with the tiger and the
Jake,
castle.
which season were you in?
Oh yeah, what season were you in, Jake?
Up. I'm gonna bring that up. Which season were you in?
Season 6 or 7, I believe.
I'll buy 6 or 7, then we're good with 6 or 7. Everything after 7 can suck ass.
Yeah, season 9 is weird. That's
6 or 7.
I forget.
6 and 7 were gold. That's when
it was like. It was all fucking gays and lesbians running the show. Like,
I forget what season
died.
I forget what season it ended with Eugene tampering with the firearms to where they exploded.
Oh yeah,
hand.
Yeah. I was still watching, so that was still good.
Yeah, that was when it was still good.
The next season, they wanted to introduce amputees, which is why I got a background part in Walking Dead, because they needed an amputee that looked like he got his hand blown off from, using a malfunctioning gun. So I was able to be on Walking Dead for that. And you can
they actually gave you a backstory.
All-time favorite episode.
I had a backstory. I was a background actor.
That's your backstory, Jake. Is that you were you were the guy who was shooting, and then the gun backfired, blew your hand to shit. That's when the zombies attacked you, and you became a zombie.
You can actually find the clip on YouTube where if you type in Rick and Eugene talking, and one of the clips is just them walking through the camp that they're in. And Eugene walks by me, and I'm wrapping some stencil around a piece of wood, and they focus in on my hand, and Eugene gets this nervous look and does the little gulp with his neck because he's nervous about what he did, because the people around him know it was him.
That's so awesome. I didn't even realize you were I thought you had a credits roll or something like that. I didn't realize you had and acting having to do a thing.
What was it like? Yeah, spinning that spool, Jake. in Walking Dead. You are legit.
Yeah, I want to hear
actor.
glorious tales of how amazing it was.
I'll tell you this.
Maggie is adorable.
She is.
She was adorable. Well, she's
But
still actually kicking.
It was
she's still
nerve-wracking because it was the first time that they were going to like focus the camera up on me. And I thought it was going to be like a full body shot, not just a hand thing. So just them, even with them just like recording my hand, I was fucking nervous because I've never had to wrap tinsel around a fucking piece of wood just for a shot. And being an amputee, when they had me like trying to balance it on this weird ass piece of
hard.
block,
it's got to be hard to do that.
Oh, it just kept on unraveling every take that it did.
Dude, if I was them, no offense, if I was them, I would give you the most awkward, stupid task. Like something that you're intentionally supposed to fail
really
at.
hard to do.
To be dramatic so that Eugene can do his acting off
They
of you.
should have had you wrapping the stencil around your hand. Instead of
I was wrapping it around this piece of wood because I was like trying to make some makeshift something. But
yeah, you're a badass. You're building weapons. I see it.
And that kind of like foreshadowed what was going to happen later in the season. Also, not only did my hand like show, hey, there's an amputee here, but in that same season, one of the new cast members that became part of the show after that got into some fight and had his arm amputated because of something that took place.
In the show or in real life?
No, in the show.
Oh, I thought it was real life. Yeah, okay, never mind.
Something happened where he got like shot or wounded in the shoulder, and they were like, "It's too deep. It's about to get infected. We need to amputate, or he's going to lose more than that." So they amputated his arm, and that was that character's arc. But yeah,
well, Walking Dead is one of those shows that like I got into right off the bat. That second season, I didn't mind that much, even though it was slow, but I appreciate it way more than the later seasons. Like,
so do I.
Was leaving.
But my only beef, I have so much to say on this. My only beef with the season 2 thing, and correct me if I'm wrong, but season 2 is when they do the CDC stuff. They blow that up at the end of the season.
That's season 1.
No, it's not. That was the end of season 2.
No, that was season 1. Season 2,
which is the season where the season 2 then is the one where they explain what the virus is.
No, season 2 is where they're on the farm. They might explain it.
Right.
They might explain that everybody has it.
So apparently I was in season 9, episode 2. That's my bad. I thought it was 6 or 7.
Oh. Is there a clip? Can we watch the clip?
Yeah, we can.
Let's do it. I want to see your hand in action.
How fast can we have those supports ready?
Well, ditto on the 69, but if we boost our juice and shed the lid, I think we can beat it.
Good. I'll talk to the foreman, make sure we do.
Yeah.
So
it's not a good look, though, Jake.
We got head count.
Season 9. I mean,
either way.
No, if we wait, we'll
Rick's still in there.
Other herd.
Here it is.
Right.
Oh, there it is. Hey!
We got
that's cool.
Hell yeah.
What did Rick say to that?
Damn it,
Did he say good job? Shit.
No, but the cameraman
Jake,
and
some
the
fucking
director and
top-notch acting.
The cameraman and the director and everybody was just sitting there trying to make me relax because I went white because I've never been on camera before, even though that's what I wanted to do was be an actor. And so they could see that I was getting nervous and everything because I thought they were going to do like a full like front shot. No, it was just a close up of the hand, which kind of took some of the nerves away.
Honestly,
but with that fucking like rope stencil just kept unraveling at every take. It was pissing me off.
They should have shown you because that little clip, I don't remember that clip, and I wouldn't have thought twice about what the hell is even happening here. They obviously focus on your hand.
Yeah. Well, in season 9, that new cast member that comes on here, he's got like the longer, like medium length brown hair. He gets his arm amputated, right? Well, there's a fight that breaks out between him and Rick, and you can see me standing in the background just watching the fight take place. And so yeah, there's little instances where I'm peppered in, but it's background actors. So I was a blue shirt, and so they had. If you look in the background, everybody that's part of a different faction or whatever you want to call it, they wear different colored shirts. So like Dean's people, gray shirts. Rick's people, blue shirts. Like it's subtle.
Yeah, you were one of Rick's.
Difference in who's who.
No, you're on the good guy's side. That's good.
I was.
Well, the fuck right. Yeah, dude. You're on the blue. You're the blue team.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I like it. And man, if I didn't have kids and everything, I'd still try and tackle being an actor. I just enjoyed it so much.
Hey man, it didn't last forever. Keep that on the back burner. Do little things here and there.
I'm 38. There's
Build
no
up
way.
a profile.
There's no way I can wait 18
because
years.
there's no old people in movies. You kidding me? Stanley, we cannot hear you. You're muted, man. I see your mouth moving.
Yeah, you're
there's
muted.
no noise coming out. Just like I wish when we were kids, I could just fucking hit that mute
No,
button.
it says I can't unmute the guest because their mic isn't connected. There it is.
There we go.
Is that better?
No,
Yeah,
go
that's
back
better.
to being muted.
No, the only thing you missed. Sorry about that. The only thing you missed is that the both of you can go fuck yourselves.
But yeah, dude. So I enjoyed Walking Dead. It's from a comic book. I enjoyed. There were a lot of ones that
It's
were
interesting. I just started watching. I just picked up Walking Dead again this morning. I don't know why. I just woke up and was like, I need to watch fucking dead people or something.
Right.
Oh, it's because I just watched Bone Temple. Bone Temple was really good, I thought. I don't know. My wife hated it, walked out. My other daughter hated it, walked out. Although that's another thing.
Sure.
My oldest daughter, me and her, we love watching these movies. So we're watching Bone Temple. We have not seen 28 years later, but it's kind of obvious how the connection is, right?
Right.
Bone Temple was actually pretty cool. I like that movie. Like
Okay.
Samson, dude. I'm like fucking go Samson, bro. Have you seen it?
I have.
Yes.
What'd you think of it, Stanley? I thought it was really good.
I don't understand why people think it's really good, and I'm not knocking it. It's not bad. There's nothing bad about any of those movies. They're just exactly what I would expect.
Well, they're British.
Like nothing blows me away about them.
All right, they're British, so it's easy to like kind of predict what's going to happen. But what I liked about it was the Samson character and the doctor. Not often do you see that, like the guy trying to save the world, I guess, is actually physically connecting with, like, okay, I Am Legend. He doesn't ever actually bond with any of those fucking vampire people.
Yeah, that's the big turning point at the end of the movie. Like,
it's when he makes a breakthrough, but he doesn't bond with them. There's a
there's
level there.
The only moment when even the audience has any kind of bonding with it is at the very end when they're like, "Oh, we're the bad guy." Like they have human feelings. Like
that's in the book. That's not even in the movie. That was in the book only.
Oh yeah,
it's an alternate ending or something. It's on there.
Nah, that's the ending was she starts to like wake up and he's like, oh shit, that's working. So he gives the cure to the other person, and then the zombies break in, or the vampire people break in and then fucking destroy everything. He blows them all up.
They had a movie ending where you sympathize, where the guy the male comes to get the female.
Yeah, that's in the movie, but he's angry and frustrated, so you can easily just chalk that up as he's a fucking random ass zombie. He's pissed that
it's because he's a male.
It's because they have captive one of his, right? There's no
he's
like,
a boy, and that's what
we're the
do.
bad guy moment. That's in the book but it's reversed. That's when the I Am Legend. That's when what's his name? Will Smith, the main guy, he realizes that in the book that it's so far gone at this point. He's the villain because they've built their own societies. They've built their own world. He's trying to save them from what he knows them to be, infected. They already passed all that shit. They have their own entire world now. He's the bad guy that lurks in the daylight, that kills us in our sleep. You know what I mean? That's the premise of the book. That's why he's like, I am legend, because he is a legend to them, like the boogeyman would be to us, It's an interesting take in the book. They don't ever do that in the movie.
Yeah, I really feel like we were we missed out on what could have been a really good movie.
I agree, but the movie itself was okay. I still like that movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, go ahead, Jake.
Speaking of book, We have an unboxing to do.
Hold on, before we get into that,
Come on.
one more thing.
It's
We'll
time
get
for
to
an
that in a
unboxing.
second. One more second. As far as Bone Temple goes, when he that's an interesting take in the whole the whole thing. First of all, high as fuck zombies is hilarious. That's a funny concept, but the fact that that's like some movement. Fuck all the satanic shit. Fuck all that. Fuck like those guys. The Jimmies. Fuck the whole that's British comedy, right? Is the Jimmies. I'm always bitching about British fucking writing. The Jimmies are British writing. All right. With that being said, the moon, when he's like, moon, like that was a good scene, bro. That's when you're like, shit's about to hit the fan. And then he fucking says moon. And Samson all of a sudden became fucking cool as shit. And the whole movie takes a turn. The Doctor and Samson aspect of that movie is what makes that movie really good. Plus, it's fucking Voldemort, dude. Voldemort, he's a good actor. True. All right, Jake, let's do this because I already know what that is. And
you got to go big.
Right,
you got to go big, Jake.
No, he doesn't. Because I got mine. I got mine too.
When he told us, if you need to make me many,
boom. Right. We have Subscribe Hero in the house.
Subscribe
We've got
Hero.
It. Peter, bring yours up too, man.
He said last week, he was in our chat, and he said, oh, bro, it's already out. All you got to do is buy it, and it'll be within a couple of days. And here it is, folks. Subscribe Hero.
I noticed you got
I got the Seducer cover.
You got the Seducer cover. I got the OG cover.
You got it's actually called the demonetized cover.
Yeah,
I actually like that cover more.
Yep.
And this one's a little more expensive. I got the fancy version, but I do like the Seducer character. So I got the XL version, the badass fucking.
I would have called that the double D version.
They didn't call it that, did they? They didn't call it the XL version.
No,
did they?
It's the exclusive Seducer cover.
They should have called it the double D cover.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's exactly what you should have called it. All right, let's open it up. We got a card in the back here.
Yeah.
With a QR code. I wonder what the QR code's about. All right.
It's always a coin flip. You got to find out.
Subscribe Hero. QR code. Hit it if you can. I'll put it up here a little bit closer.
All right.
If you have the ability to, go ahead and scan that QR code right now. Go to subscribehero.com.
You will get it within a couple of days. Like it'll be instantly shipped out.
I ordered this 2 days ago, and it's already in my hand.
That's 2 days? Insane. Oh, it took like 5 days for me to get mine.
2 days, and it was already here.
All right, so he's legit, guys. James Belknap, also known as what's his name on is Zombie
Boy?
Zombie Boy. Oh, I know that we have Zombie Boy, and then there's like another one that has something zombie in it. Anyways, Zombie Boy, Subscribe Hero. You will get your book, and I've read it, and I've got a lot to say about it. Actually, me and Jake are gonna have to confer on this, and then we're gonna do a review.
We're gonna do a Grody review. Probably
we're gonna do a Grody review. I liked it. I thought it was a fun story. I thought it was pretty cool. There's a lot I want to talk about this book,
of course.
Which I expected when we first heard about it, when he was in our chat, and he came on and told us about this book he's writing, and we're like, holy shit, we have to read this fucking book. And I'll say it's out there. It's fucking.
I like out there. The world needs more out there.
There are things.
The art style and everything definitely reminds me of like pitter patter type S storytelling.
Yeah, there's a few things I would say regarding the art. Not that the artwork's fine. The artwork's absolutely fine the way it is. But there are things about the artwork that we got to talk about. We're just going to have to talk about, Jake, and I'll talk about that at length. There are things about the artwork.
So we can expect a Grody review on Jake's channel here?
Yeah, and whereas the artwork with Pitter Patter does a certain thing, the artwork in this book does a certain thing. And I've got thoughts on that.
Yep. You can see how the word bubbles travel across the page.
Also, if you notice on that bottom word bubble, there's a thing he does that I like, and I don't know where he got that from. See how instead of the tail going out, it goes in because the speech is happening off camera.
Kind of like a chip in the bubble, almost like a chip in a cup.
Because the dialogue is happening off camera, and so whenever that happens, he does that little inverted tail to say this is happening. And I thought that's actually a pretty cool idea. I don't know where he got that idea, or if he came up with it, but if he came up with it, that's fucking brilliant, man. That's a thing that needs to catch on. Instead of just a random fucking circle bubble.
Yeah, I'll take that for Brother Kit.
Yeah, right.
Subscribehero.com. Go check it out. It's $25 for the original cover. How much is it for the?
It was like $40, I think, for mine.
$40 for that cover. It's a 100-page book. $15 shipping. Now, I thought that was a little expensive, but he sent it FedEx. So
to me,
I got respect for that. How many of you received FedEx in the past?
Mine came in a big
no puns aside, but I beg you count it on one hand.
Yep. Mine came in a big bubble wrap thing with the Gemini mailer. Usually they just come as Gemini mailers. So the money's there. I think he did a pretty good job with his shipping, and everything was pretty. Like, I don't mind $15 for shipping. Usually
it's a little much. There is media mail.
If it had come like media mail, like if it had come in just the Gemini mailer, because it's been raining for the past couple of days. If it showed up in a Gemini mailer soaking wet, I'd be fucking pissed. Even paying $3 for whatever it costs for media mail, I'd rather pay $15 for it to come safe and sound.
Right.
So I'm happy with the shipping. And it's a big book.
Blame you.
And it's an easy
shipping,
read.
I mean, I'm about media mail, but that's just me.
I mean, media mail's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
If you can financially package it properly, you know what I mean, and send it properly. Now, I don't know, this is kind of shady, I guess, but let's say you were to charge $15 standard shipping, and you package it fairly cheap, but still secured, bubble wrap, whatever you got to do, but you could save a few bucks. You know, you don't have to spend that entire $15 on shipping. Well, that's just extra money that goes into the printing of the book.
But you would not be the first person doing that.
Exactly. That's kind of what I'm saying. Yeah. You're not the first person. It's like an ulterior secondary source.
It is. It's a little bonus fee that some of these guys,
as long as you're not sending it like shit, right? Like without without like a board and bag, you know what I mean? Don't send comics without boards and bags. Just don't do that.
I thought you meant like a brown bag. Like I immediately was thinking of like what you get your beer in.
Yo,
hey, what's going on, Zayd?
There have been comics sent without boards and bags. Bad move.
Right.
Not on a campaign, though. I've never heard of that happening from somebody ordering something on a campaign. Was
he did right. He gave it a board and bag.
The sticker and everything. He's got like the little. I love it when there's a special sticker on it. Right.
Yep.
You could do the cheap boards and bags, and that's fine. Put a sticker, like a cool sticker, or like Joe did that. Joe Sontag. Now, I took them out, and I'm doing this little adhesive thing. I love these, dude. They were fucking cheap, but you hear that?
Yeah.
That's a little sticker. That's like a little sticky.
That's better than tape.
Right here. Yeah, and it works just fine. And it was super cheap.
Yeah, it looks way more professional too.
Yeah, I like that. But I also like the little sticker like he did over here on Subscribe Hero. Ethan Van Sciver does his little all caps comic stickers on the backs of his. And those probably cost a little bit cheaper than, but all my comics are bagged and boarded with that adhesive strip. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but I like it.
Right. But, well, we're 20 minutes in. I think it's time to talk about the topic of the show, and that is Invincible Season 5 from Season 1 to Season 5. We've covered a lot of ground, but there's some backstories that are taking place during the Invincible story that I wish the show would actually like trickle in throughout the episodes.
Yeah. I haven't finished all of season 5.
I don't know if I have. Like, I've watched. I want to say I've finished it, but it's hard to tell. Like, I've had this issue with every single season where they have those moments. I think like season 4.
Season 5 or 4?
I knew where the end was at season 4, but like every other season, I never. Looking back on it and binge watching the shit out of it the way that I've done, I can never really remember. Like, was that episode? Was that the big cliffhanger thing?
You know what? I will say that show, when you're not specifically keeping track of what season you're in, that show does kind of blend together. The seasons do blend.
And that's not a bad thing. I kind of like some of the blending because they're not afraid of putting them in different outfits. They're not afraid of putting them back into original outfits, stuff like that. And so that can blur the lines.
3 and 4 were like, I'm watching it and I honestly don't even remember how those two. Is 4 the one where Adam Eve does her thing, her Phoenix thing?
That's where she gets. The last one on that is where she gets like torn in half, and then.
The Phoenix
Are we doing
thing.
spoilers? But for anybody watching this, what's our spoiler thing on this conversation?
Season 5.
Sure, season 5's been out long enough to where you should be able to talk about fucking spoilers. This isn't like Last Ronin where everybody starts spoiling it just because it's
I
at
thought
the end
this
of the
show's
first
only
issue.
been out for like a couple of months. When was the last episode air?
Yep. I thought it's already aired, but it was just like a couple weeks
Last
ago.
episode
The rule
aired.
of thumb is like a year before you really give major spoilers. I mean, that's like the rule of thumb. You know, spoil it. Spoil it, says Colonel Zane. There we go.
Yep,
Spoil
he
it.
said
All
spoil
right.
it, so we're
All right.
spoiling it.
All right. Now,
You called
what
we're
I'm
spoiling
saying with
from
Adam
here on
Eve,
out.
that's like already a year old. So Adam Eve's like, if you're not up to speed with that, you need to go back and rewatch it, and then just come back and watch.
That was a
this
good dramatic moment. They've had a couple of good dramatic moments. That was one of them.
Yeah. Classic Phoenix.
Nah, I really I enjoyed this season a lot because this Invincible is like the vessel that you take on as the viewer to see what goes on in the world around you, right? It's as much as it's called Invincible, it's not really about him. It's about everything else that's just around Invincible, because without him, we wouldn't know what's going on around everything. And his story alone as the upcoming like superhero, we fucking seen it with Spider-Man. We fucking seen it with any like young superhero that takes place. Static. We've seen it with the Teen Titans. All of them go through this arc of like making the wrong choices.
We did it with Superman.
Choices, redemption, and everything like that. But
well, there's a premise behind Invincible from the get-go. It's like Venture Brothers, The Boys, all these IPs that try to take concepts from the mainstream comic books that we all know and love, Spider-Man, Superman, all that shit, right? And it tries to reimagine it. But unlike the other ones, this show does it right. Like Venture Brothers did a good job as a comedy, but as somebody trying to actually like take those ideas and do something interesting, like really good with them, and not just make a spoof.
That's just it. Like Venture Brothers is a spoof. This is more of like the drama.
Yeah, but not like
it's not a joke.
The Boys is like how far to the extreme can we take this idea of superheroes? Invincible, kind of like that. It's like how can we take some of these ideas and make them even cooler or better? Like here's a reimagining of some character. Clearly, Omni-Man.
And with gore. Well, I guess Boys did gore, but
Boys did gore. They took everything to the extremes.
Yeah, that was the point of Boys, was just to give the extreme version of everything.
Well,
but I like the way they do this show because he's
cool
like the
is
upcoming
that
superhero. Go ahead.
Yeah. The thing that Invincible does that the DC comics and the others don't do is that they tackle the old ideas and breathe new life into them. Like you know how because of the Suicide Squad movie by James Gunn, everybody knows about Starro now, right? And how he lets out the millions of like mini Starros that attach to the face, and suddenly he controls the bodies and everything. Well, the idea behind that for Mars and the Martians is the sequids, right? Those little like slimy star-looking creatures that attach them like 5 or different ones to one host. They expand on that idea with the sequids and Invincible. It's not just like a one-off thing with Starro where it's just like a one and done thing. Like I like how they expand on it and they make it more palatable for viewers. Yeah, palatable.
Yeah, it was just like the Viltrumites with the Saiyans. It's like that's very Dragon Ball Z, or what's Superman,
100%.
but if their planet wasn't destroyed, kind of a thing, which is reminiscent of the Saiyans. But even the Saiyans, they're like the last of their race. That's even more Superman. Like, what if they were just the bad guys, but then not? Oh. I don't know. Like I like what they're doing with, and the end of season 1 is on par, in my opinion, with the end of the Cell saga with Dragon Ball Z. That whole thing, and it's pretty good, dude. When the whole baseball scene was like when he's like remembering the baseball game.
Yep.
That was a fucking solid moment. Mark. Yeah.
In 500 years, what will you have?
Yeah, and the fact that he's all bloodied and dead on the fucking the mountainside, he's like just barely breathing, and he's like yelling at his like almost dead son. But he's not arguing with the dead son. He's arguing with himself at that point, which is fucking beautiful writing.
Yeah,
and that's up there.
They have some moments
better than Dragon Ball Z.
There are some moments in the show that I'm just like, this is not necessary. We don't need to do this. There are points we can talk about later on when we get to that point in the conversation, whatever. There's some things that I have that are negative on this. But that having been said, they've got some moments in there that are very well done. Like, they are some good moments they write in.
Yeah, that's like the first episode when you expect the Justice League, like you have no idea what's going on. And in the comic book, that didn't happen so fast. Right. And we've talked about that before on these channels, on our channels. But so go back and watch every episode. Built up to it.
Like they let you know about the characters and everything. Like,
and at the end of that first episode, it's like, oh, there's a secret now we all know, but nobody else does.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got to wait to find out.
Now, speaking about one of the pointless things that took place in the show was having the demon detective like trying to unravel what took place.
I like that character.
I like the idea of the character, but it fucking goes nowhere.
Yeah,
it really does.
And then what
they have a whole episode dedicated to that, and I know that they're trying to like put stuff towards the future, but that whole episode in season 5, skip it. Like, it's not necessary. There's no redeeming qualities of that entire episode. Was just a waste.
No, that is what we call a filler episode.
Yeah, which I understand there's like a bunch.
Which ties into one of my other larger complaints with Invincible, and I hate to be picky about stuff, but there's a larger complaint that I have that ties into. They are really good with filler.
Which is a problem with most modern shows these days. For example, I just watched The Boys, and it reminded me of fucking the last season of Black Sails, where everybody has their episode where they just talk. They're just like, I've got to talk. I'm like, oh my God, we're about to go fucking like save the universe, boys. And they're like, but whoa. Before we do that, tell me about your feelings right now. How are you feeling about this? Like, tell me about your past. How do we lead up to this? Well, I mean, tell me about your past. It's like we all have to fucking understand and talk. It's like filler bullshit. I'm not even going to ramble on about it because that's just filler. Fuck that. We don't need it. Black Sails.
On the one hand, and I think Invincible is the worst. I'll be honest with you. I think Invincible is the worst about that. Because on the one hand, I like the drama. And I know people are going to like it way more than me, but I like that they have the drama. I like that they have the moments where they're like the family moments. And then you've got the mom who now is like replacing Omni-Man as her husband forever with this other guy that everybody's like, well, he's really great for her, but nobody likes him.
Yeah, he's a loser.
Like, he's just boring. He's not even a loser. He's just boring.
No, he's a fucking loser. So, dude. He didn't have any superpowers at all.
they just spend so much time on these, and the dramatic moments when Invincible and Adam Eve are like sitting on the bed talking, like it's the same conversation sometimes, and it's always like Mark comes home and he has had the shittiest of days. You just know he's looking like this, and he gets home and he's got Adam Eve waiting at home, and she's like the really great girlfriend in the show. And he's going to sit down on the bed and he's going to talk about his day, and we're going to ignore the bad day that Adam Eve had. But you know that there's something stirring in there, but it's just like we can only fit so much drama into another scene where we're sitting on the bed.
Well, you know, it's if you've read the
Or
comics, if you've read the comics, then before like she even like tells Mark what took place, she's pregnant. That's why her powers start acting up.
Yeah.
Right. And then he goes off to war. He's gone for 3 months. So she decides to have an abortion and gave it up. And then Mark comes back.
You break that to him.
Well, she tried. She did break it to him. And he actually handled it very well, like you should in an adult relationship. He was very understanding. He got it. He was sad about it. But he felt bad for not being there. Like he wants to give up being a superhero again, because he wants to be there with Eve. He wants to be there for his planet. He's tired of having to be the savior for the universe. But down the line, this is exactly the trajectory that makes him become
Invincible.
Regiment Mark Grayson. Like he takes over Thrag's position for the Viltrumites. He becomes the Viltrumite throughout the series.
So we're not just spoiling season 5 here. We're spoiling the comic books.
Yeah.
We're going all in
right
on
here.
the spoils.
Yeah. Now, the
This
comic
right here
book does diverge a bit from
just a little bit. But if you've noticed anything in the show, Nessa, the female Viltrumite, did you see how she looked at him when he said he killed Conquest? She was very intrigued with Invincible.
Yeah. He's like the man.
And that's coming to pass later on in the series.
So you were like, so in the title here, I
wondered how they were going to do that.
I mean, obviously there's like some more to tell here.
Oh, 100%. Like, I loved season 1. I loved how it began. I love the finales for every season are phenomenal. The first season, don't even bullshit. You know that every
season 1 was phenomenal. Season 2, I don't remember the fucking ending, or season 3. I remember the stories, but I don't remember the big finales. Like maybe because I binge watched them. I don't know. Like I just remember season 1.
They kind of blended together for me. It's not a knock about them being bad, but there's a couple of them that did blend together for me. It was like 2 and 3 blended.
Conquest thing, like that was. I remember that one, but honestly, season 2, I don't remember how that one ended. Or season 3. Season 4 was the Conquest, the thing with Adam Eve, right? That was the season 4. Okay, that was pretty epic because I didn't expect her to go all phoenixed out. And she was already dead, so I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's pretty cool. But I can't remember any epic. Okay, for one, I don't like the multi-Graysons. All right, the multi.
Oh, I did like that. I was all right with that. That was kind of fun.
I was fine with it until I had students coming at me all the time, like saying, "What's your favorite? What's your favorite Mark?" I'm like, I don't. The original one, the first one. Like I don't like all the punk rock. The punk rock one would have been cooler if he had survived longer. He died pretty quick.
Sure.
So I'm like not into all the different Marks. So.
Nah,
I like that. I thought that was a good angle. One issue that I do have where we're at right now, and I don't like this on any story because you begin to gray the lines of like where we are going with this story, and that's where like, so we had a very dramatic moment. We had Rex's death, which that was a tearjerker for me. I loved the Rex character. He went Gambit on it, and I thought that was cool. Like I was sold on that one. Then we had Adam Eve's death that was a rug pull on us. And I'm like, okay, you get one. Like, you got me with that. You got me. I got the rug pull, and we're good now. But you don't get to do that again. And then they do it with Omni-Man. And how many times, like, it's like every season, Mark has to get the shit beat out of him to the point where he's hospitalized and he's, comatose for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you don't get to do that this many times. Like, that's not the trope you can use.
Was the Rex? I didn't mind that death. I kind of felt like, his character's played out because of Robot. Robot took over that character, so his character is fucking useless at that point. Uninteresting.
I actually hate Robot.
I don't like Robot either.
I'm not the biggest fan either.
I actually thought that was the biggest, coolest thing he did was take that fucking clone. And then I'm like, that's actually pretty interesting because he's a piece of shit for doing it, just so he can hook up with a little girl who's fucking fucked up. Yeah. Rex was actually kind of cool at that point because he was the dick, but then he was kind of cool at that point. And then eventually they kill him because, like, he's not interesting anymore because he's growing. He's learned his lesson, and he's like becoming.
Yeah, his arc was complete.
His arc was complete, so it's time to get rid of him. I'm like, so I was fine with him dying. The Adam Eve thing that did kind of catch me off guard. I was like, I did not expect that, but it was a cool.
Yeah, movie. I didn't either.
Omni-Man.
But now you've got Omni-Man, you've got the brother, I forget his name, the purple one. Like, you can, and Mark, they all die in season 5, and they all get brought back. Like, I just can't.
What are your thoughts on the idea that he is fucking Negan? One of the things I hated was the idea that they brought Negan into the fucking fold because it's controversial. He's a piece of shit. He's the bad guy. And now he's supposed to be working hand in hand with the girl whose husband he killed.
You mean in Walking Dead?
Yeah. But what I'm getting at is the correlation.
I like that. I am totally good with that. My only issue with that in The Walking Dead was the rug pull they did with Glenn a couple episodes before. You can't kill the character twice in one season and expect for me to have. That was in one season they did that.
They killed him in the one season. What I'm saying is in the later seasons, they bring Negan in as a good guy.
Yeah, I love the characers. I liked him in The Boys. I liked him in Negan.
And I don't think they did it wrong. But honestly, I didn't like that now they've got a whole dude, him and that fucking girl, what's her name, Maggie, they have a whole fucking show together now. That was Glenn's wife, right?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. That was Glenn's wife.
Yeah, so they actually put those two because you know what, they hate each other. They hate. Let's put them in a show together. Now I felt like Omni-Man. I don't know, man. When I saw him, he's back doing his thing. He meets up with Mark again. I'm kind of like, I feel like this is fucking the Negan arc, right? Now this is not uncommon for
totally on the
Invincible,
redemption arc,
but so is Negan. It's the whole I'm the biggest piece of shit, and now I'm on the mend.
It's also a really odd, like, I'm nitpicking on this thing here, and I hate to do that because I really do like Invincible, but it's a very obvious character trajectory. It's a very obvious redemption arc for him. That's what I'm thinking. He goes through all of the obvious motions.
Look, when it comes to Viltrumites, you have to understand that when it comes to like getting with a female Viltrumite, you're taking her. It's not a relationship where you both feel the same about each other. It's
from my experience, it's like that with women on Earth too.
The male takes the woman that he wants to breed with,
and they're just not,
whether she likes her or not. That's what's going to take place.
And so when
it came to Earth, it was a complete 180 for him when he met Debbie. Sure, he referred to her as a pet, but later on he starts admitting to Mark and to Oliver, that's Mark's younger brother.
Yeah.
That
from another mother.
Being on Earth has changed him. And you can see how he starts trying to his apologies to Debbie were so selfish rather than being selfless and trying to understand.
Yes, they were. They were. They were very obvious.
Yeah, which is again why he's still a piece of shit and villain. Like,
It's
I'm
also
not
like
knocking it.
I'm good with this as part of his like redemption arc. Like he has to go through
But you
that
can
portion
see-
of it where it's selfish.
No, but you can-
but
Is he supposed to be Darth Vader? Also, he's fucking Superman, but he's like got the Negan thing, or he's like Vegeta, but he's also like Negan, but he's also Darth Vader.
he's got
on?
No,
you know what I just noticed,
that
Peter?
Darth
He's
Vader-
got that muscle you were
the Darth-
talking about.
Which muscle?
He's got that made up muscle under the biceps.
That's not a mate. Oh yeah, yeah. This is not the best drawing. That muscle right there.
I think it's a really good drawing.
Nah,
It's good.
It looks like
There's
a character, but I don't like this drawing at all.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Look at his.
But
leg.
it does have a muscle that doesn't exist.
Honestly, I'm looking at the muscle. Like, what do you call that? Fucking, there's that stretch of muscles that go from the inner thighs, right? It's a smaller muscle, but a lot of artists drag that thing out almost to the knees. It
Right.
doesn't go that far. It's like next to the dick. Look at that fucking muscle right there. The one next
I
to
believe
the
it's
dick.
the sartorius.
Whatever that muscle is, everybody draws it way too fucking long.
But I really like how when he sees how his ways of apologizing to Debbie aren't working, when he tries to connect with Oliver on that planet when they're just, you know,
Yeah. When Mark's
abandoned there
unconscious.
because the ship. And so he starts like seeing like when Oliver is being off-putting and not wanting to deal with what Omni-Man is trying to say about Debbie or him or even his actual mother. I think it's
What does he have to
it's
say about
Drax.
Debbie? What does Oliver have to say about that?
He shuts him down because he doesn't want to hear anything from Omni-Man.
Oh yeah, because he gets adopted basically. Yeah, I forgot about that part.
And
I'm thinking of like on the planet.
So on the planet, he starts trying to like, you know, talk to Oliver and be the father that he never was because he left, you know, dealing with his own shit forever. So Oliver's being that, you know, young teenager that's just like,
What's up,
get away
WWE
from me.
fandom?
Nobody wants to hear about.
Oh man.
What's going
But,
on, dude? We're talking Invincible tonight. We're specifically talking about the Omni-Man arc right here.
Because his arc's been the most interesting throughout the whole series. Yeah,
I agree with that.
It's fun seeing, you know, Invincible take on the threats and everything, but it's even more interesting hearing Conquest talk about his fears and what makes him sad when he's about to kill him.
Yeah, but I got a thing to say about Conquest
versus anything that has to do with what's actually taking place with Invincible.
All right, I watched the Sorry, Jake, I've got to interject here. I watched after watching the Conquest thing. After watched that episode and everything, and then I put on YouTube, and Meat Canyon did a fucking cartoon about.
That was hilarious.
It was so funny that it completely ruined everything about Conquest for me, because that's exactly, I was like, I didn't really know how I felt about Conquest until Meat Canyon told me how to feel. Yeah, that's fucking funny. I'm so alone. Like,
and with you guys talking about Walking Dead so fast, it's actually Negan that voices Conquest.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, I didn't even know that, but that's interesting.
Yeah. And
all right,
Conquest is sadistic, man. I absolutely love Conquest.
I do too. That's a good character. Yeah,
he's a good character. He's fucked up. He's so fucked up, but his
I
loneliness.
I agree. So I do got to say, I do like their sense of humor and how they do some of the stuff that they do. One of the examples of that is that the end of season 5, one of the episodes or whatever, at the end of the episode, maybe the end of the season, I don't remember, but they've got, so Conquest has been beaten, spoiler, for the second time now. Mark is like beating the shit out of Conquest. And so they're on that separate planet. They bury him in the ground, and he's got this very noticeable like grave, like it's recognizable. You see it a couple of times throughout the season because of its recognizability, and they do other stuff there. But so at the very end, they show you the grave site. I thought they did an excellent job of showing it enough times so that you could actually recognize what was going on and what they were doing. The viewer is sitting there watching as they're very slowly panning in on the grave.
Yep.
and you're like, oh no, they're totally bringing this guy back again for a third time. Like he just can't be killed, and it's a rug pull, and blah blah blah. And then I think they do like the quick pan out, and they're like, nope, he's dead.
Which would be a change because everybody fucking comes back in this show. That's one of the things I didn't like. Like obviously that immortal dude,
they get the sense of humor. They have they're self-reflexive on their sense of humor every now and then. And they did it with Conquest, and they did it with they did an episode. So one of my beefs.
Mark keeps coming back. He was like, bro, that dude was dead.
Yeah,
man.
That dude's got plot armor like nobody's.
Everybody gets impaled or has their head torn in two.
Yeah.
Somehow it gets
Adam
put
Eve
back together.
Like they gave
she
her
ripped in half.
powers.
Yeah,
ripped in half, and she still fucking survived.
In that throwaway hell thing, the episode that they did, the entire army gets decimated, all ripped in half, and then they hand him over to Satan, and Satan just like lines all the body pieces in a circle, and they all just like meld back together. Like there's no stakes here, obviously,
which is a problem because it's hard to get invested. Now you're in season 5. People are invested, and people really get invested in this show. Like I've got friends that are totally invested in this show, and it's like your title, Jake. Where do we go from here? Because you if you lose all stakes like that, you bring everybody back. It's like Wolverine. Wolverine is fucking great, but when he can't die, nothing he does really matters, and so. You do get tired of fucking Wolverine after a while because there are no stakes. He will come back. They even fucking they buried the guy in a molten adamantium, and then he still fucking came back.
Yeah,
in a comic book called "The Death of Wolverine." That wasn't enough. They brought him back. Of course, they're gonna bring him back.
They should have. The next comic book for Wolverine you watch is gonna be titled. How Wolverine died for real, guys. He's dead this time.
Yeah, right.
Come back.
In 30 years, maybe.
So, Robot, as much as I hate this character,
bun. I hate the man bun. I've always hated this design, dude.
The man bun?
Yeah, well, at first it's either like an old grandma or it's a man bun.
Yeah.
Right? And it's because it's a dude. It's clearly not an old grandma, so it's got to be the man bun. I fucking hated this robot. I've hated this robot, dude. I hate the design of this robot. He's like a pompous.
Yes.
Yeah. I've never been a fan of Justice League or Teen Titans.
I don't understand how these people don't get like how manipulative this character is.
He's a bad guy.
Oh, 100%.
And he was a fucking mongoloid fucking bad guy.
That's where we go from here. This does need to be a bad guy.
The only redeemable thing he ever did was sacrifice his actual self for the fucking sake of his clone to go fucking do everything he couldn't do because he was a mongoloid.
Stanley, it's funny that you say that because that's exactly what takes place.
Oh,
he becomes good. Well, I mean, so for anybody watching, just so you know, so storytelling it's kind of my thing. So. Every now and then, like all the time, I hit the nail on the head. It just happens. And I'm sorry, but I'm the ultimate spoiler.
We need to do an episode where we talk about the best storytelling ever. Like,
I'd love that. I'd love that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's part of what we're talking about tonight is like, so how does this story need to go? Like, where do we go from here? Let's talk about like how this story needs to go. How does it, because it is convoluted as fuck right now. How are you going to take this and make it not The Walking Dead?
Well, check it out, man. Like,
aren't they renewed for like 9 years or something? Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're good. So in this last season, you hardly see Goblin Girl and Robot, right? Because they go to is it the Thraxans that are the aliens that keep coming through the dimensional portal to try and take over Earth?
Yeah.
Is that the Thraxans?
I don't remember their name, but I know who you're talking about.
So either way, Robot and Goblin Girl go through the portal. They get sucked into it. And I wish that they would make this part of the series because it's a fucking awesome part of the storytelling for Robot and Goblin Girl. So what happens is that they go over to the Thraxans dimension and they start out as slaves, right? They're being put to work. All this kind of stuff is taking place. And then Robot gets the idea to start making friends with the other slaves so he can get a rebellion going. And so all of that takes place. And they've been gone before they come back, which they do come back later on. But before they come back, I want you to understand that they were at the Thraxans' world for 400 years.
So they just don't age when they're over there?
Yeah, they don't age. Just like the Thraxans. Because
because then they come through the portal. It's been hundreds of years.
Yeah, and they're aging all fast.
Yeah, that's right.
So because time is slower over there for them, they don't age for 400 fucking years. But for 400 years, they go from being slaves to being regime or rebellion leaders. And then they fucking take over the Thraxan planet and help it get to its greatest point for their culture. They become basically king and queen over the Thraxans. And then later on down the line, because things are getting so busy of like overseeing everything for the Thraxans, Goblin Girl decides to have a little night with one of the Thraxans there.
With a Thraxan? Ew.
Or not a Thraxan, but at least one of the people that used to be a slave with them. And so
double ew.
That's so like going like below her.
God, dude, that's like triple ooh.
Dude, it's 400 years. What are you going to do? You can't be with the same person for 400
Bro, they
years.
got robots.
That's why,
especially if it's robot.
That's why humans say till death do us part, because we're looking forward to that
sweet release. Hold up, real quick. Side tangent here. WWE Phantom asks, does this show have a physical release DVD or Blu-ray? I'm sure it does, but actually, for much less money, you can get an Amazon Prime subscription and watch it for free. It's just like $5 a month, and you can watch the whole thing in a month.
Dude, if you have an Amazon account, you somehow get Prime, and that's how it works.
I had an Amazon account and I didn't have Prime. I had free Prime through my cell phone, which was through Metro. But then this fucking weird Saudi Arabian guy like bullied my wife into getting an upgrade on her phone, which meant I had to get an upgrade on my phone, which meant we had to re-sign up for a Metro PCS. We lost our free Prime subscription. And my new phone is shittier than my last phone. It's bullshit, but it still does what I need it to do.
WWE Phantom, you need to be like a real nerd, and you need to get the actual book.
There you go.
Bro, yeah, those omnibuses, dude. Can you imagine as a kid getting back in the 90s, getting a fucking omnibus
like that?
Yeah. I totally get why like comic books as a medium, it's sad that they are going the way of the dinosaur, but you know what? We're getting these fucking omnibuses. Yeah. I guess the question is, will there be an omnibus if there's no comic books to sell because everybody just wants the omnibus? So you got to produce fucking 30, 40 issues before you can even make money off your idea.
Plan in advance. This is going to be a 600-page comic book.
Well, you know our favorite
comic book super collectible, and then you fucking franchise off the trade paperbacks, and then you do the omnibuses like Mandy Summers is doing right now with the Pit. The Pit.
Well, you know our favorite things in this circle is back issues. So yeah, collect the omnibuses or at least the volumes.
Yeah, man. And actually and they're expensive though. You gotta admit
they can be.
They're
like
fucking
my Invincible. How much was my Invincible?
That thing I found at Entertain Mart for like $40. It's big, but $40.
If you bought this out the gate, it was $64.99.
See, I was looking at the X-Men, the Jim Lee X-Men #1, all that, and that's like $100 omnibus. I love that they made it. Those Wolverine omnibuses are like $80-$90 a piece. But there's also a certain site you can go to where you can get all of that shit for free. You just
what the fuck happened to him? That's
my god, he did it to himself, dude. Like, how many times has he done that to us at the end of an episode?
I can't believe he did that. Holy shit!
And you can just download this shit and copy it all you want. That's all I'm gonna say.
That was perfect.
That was good.
But so when Robot and Goblin Girl finally come back from the Thraxans' homeworld back to our planet, Robot gets bored. He gets bored with going back to the mundane superhero thing, and he starts like going in the back doors, like making deals with Cecil, and eventually tries to take on Invincible, kill him so he can run the world. His end goal is to rule the world after having already conquered the Thraxan world.
That's all he wanted. It seemed like all he wanted was to hook up with fucking Monster Girl, which was like a little girl, which is really weird.
Different. It's different after they get back from the Thraxan, which I hope they actually touch on what took place over there. Like, I want to see that.
They have to.
They have to tie that in. That's going to be their side story arc for like season 6. You watch.
Well, that Monster Girl shit, I got to say this. Sorry, Jake, but that's fucked up. Well, who makes a character that only gets younger every time they use their power? And then it's like they make it a girl, and then you make her a love interest to one of your other characters who fucking does a huge transformation just to be with her as a little girl. Yeah, and knowing she's only going to get younger, and then he's also the leader of the team who controls how often she uses those powers. So then like, we're going to fucking do the danger room today. He's like getting a little fetish going on in his brain. He's like, danger room today. And she's like, oh, but I'm like already fucking 6 years old. Double danger room. You know, like that's some fucked up shit, bro.
Well, don't forget, he also makes a belt for her that like kind of counters the magic.
So that he can keep her at the age that he needs her to be at.
Right.
Yeah, just the right adolescence.
Goblin Girl does grow up to be an adult in the comics, but after like the belt like breaks or whatever, then she starts using her powers again. Then she starts reverting back into being a teen. Like there's a point where she's actually being taken care of as a baby, but if she transforms, she turns into this like Godzilla-sized goblin. Like it's pretty gnarly. But Rex is
Corey Barton.
What's going on, Corey?
What's going on, Corey? Yeah, but man? That's just a weird. What I'm saying is that fucking he's weird for writing this shit. This is the same guy. This is Robert Kirkman, right?
When it came out.
Yeah,
it was controversial when it was first introduced.
That's like that comic book that fucking dude wrote, where he was like, the story starts off as an old man, and then he transforms into his younger self, but he still has his old man knowledge. He transforms into this young man, so then now he can go fuck all these bitches with all the knowledge of being old. Is that any better? You're in a younger body, but does that actually make it better? You're an old man. You know all the tricks. You know all the, the stunts.
That doesn't make it better. I'm kind of like,
is it the body that makes the fucking difference or the mind? Because,
I want to say it's the body. Well, first off, the rule itself is a little weird in general. But.
Why is okay? Let me rephrase that. Why is it bad to get with a fucking adolescent? Because their mind or their body or both.
Right, exactly. Because it's undeveloped. So, like, if my 60-year-old self was put into the body of my 24-year-old self, game fucking on. Like, who gives a shit?
But you're 17, your 16-year-old self, so that you can go hook up with other 16-year-olds. That's pretty fucked up. Being a 70-year-old mind. Physically, you're compatible, I guess, but mentally, they're still adolescent.
Yeah, okay. So you know what? I know this is a weird tangent on that because I'm trying to like see how this scenario plays out. You're absolutely right. So if 60-year-old me was put into the body of 13-year-old me, then yeah, there's some creepiness going on there. However, I would say that let's expand this out a little bit. Let's say 60-year-old me is now in the body of 13-year-old me. So at 13-year-old me, this is fucking weird. This is strange. However, if that 60-year-old person now has to grow up again and has to do so with the emotions of the 13-year-old, so that by the time that 13-year-old is 16 or 17, like you still got that's 3 or 4 years of those dumb shit puberty emotions.
Yeah, but it's double puberty. It's double puberty now. All right, double jeopardy, because now You already know because when you go through puberty, you don't know. You haven't experienced. You don't know, right? But
so having the experience of puberty makes like puberty shit.
Yeah, because now you know that it's puberty doing it, and you actually have the proof in your brain. You remember it, and you know that you might be able to control
puberty is causing it when you're 14. Like,
yeah,
I punched out that window on the Suburban that I knew.
Want to get into the?
I can't read that. My eyes are shot.
You might want to get into the puberty mind, the poo brain, but you know better because you have that knowledge of when you're older.
What is he saying? I can't read that.
You're a fucking creep and a weirdo, and you just
you're a fucking creep. I never even thought about any of this until you bring it up, and now I'm trying to rationally
I'm talking about Robert Kirkman's creepiness.
You need to watch Invincible, Corey. It's a pretty good show.
Yeah, you should go watch Invincible.
It is good. We're gonna like Peter and I think especially here, we're gonna knock a lot of things, but all things being like equal, it is a good show.
It is a really good show.
I enjoy it.
Just like weird, crazy, and you know what? The fact that we're even going off about it makes it.
And how are you not going to say this is hot? This is hot. No, I'm kidding.
Which one do you want to fuck, Corey? Because Robot wants both.
All right.
All right, hold on. I'll be right back.
Thank you for changing that screen, Jake. That was left up just a little too long.
No, stop. For you. Just for you.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. Now I'm fucking welcome to canceled.
Yeah. So Alan the Alien, at the end of season 5, he becomes the head of the, what do you call it? The Galactic Alliance.
Rebellion. Yeah, they have a weird name.
Whatever it is. Yeah. He takes
over the rebellion.
What's his name? Was it Thaddeus?
Yeah, the Viltrumite that
yeah.
There was the rebel Viltrumite that was like the one that was they had a name for him.
But
yeah,
so
something like that.
And then after Mark basically like ends the problem with the Viltrumites, there's no longer a need for the Galactic Alliance, right? So now it's starting, the different planets that are under its protection are starting to vacate and leave because there's no longer needed. There's no threat because the Viltrumites are gone. So what takes place? He starts trying to force keeping the Galactic Alliance together, and Mark is like, that's bad. We don't need that. You're trying to force this on people now. And so now Alan the Alien and Mark become enemies, and a fight breaks out between them.
Good. So okay.
So it's like every relationship just sooner or later is going to end in a bloodbath when it comes to
just like Omni-Man predicted.
Yeah, which means Omni-Man was right all along.
Yep.
Also, Alan has like a weird cat.
Also, I have a very hard time with Seth Rogen.
I don't know. He doesn't hang out with James Franco anymore. I'm good.
I'm not saying that he's like the worst thing ever. I'm just saying that I hear Seth Rogen's voice because it's very obvious every time Alan speaks, and when he's a comic sidekick, you know, it's like it's fine. But then when you make him like the leader and then a bad guy for Mark.
Is he the sausage party guy?
Yeah.
He was in the Boys. Did you see him in that fucking Boys?
Yes, he played himself in the Boys. Yeah, and that one where they just have the speedster run through all the comedians.
Yeah, that's a filler episode, by the way. We were talking about filler episodes earlier.
Oh yeah, the side quest where they have to go to LA.
Yeah. And then everybody gets just run through by the fucking secondary Flash.
And at the end of the episode, we have progressed exactly nothing for the story.
Exactly. And I'm like, this is a filler episode. I might as well be listening to a bunch of people talking because I agree, dude. I think everything he does is
What
shit.
What do you say? I can't read it. My screen's too small.
He says that you're blind and you're stupid and you should feel bad.
He says Seth Rogen is never good. He ain't even funny.
Yeah, he's never funny.
Bad. He was good and super. He was fine and super bad.
No,
was all right.
Superbad in general was not very good.
I'm surprised so
And-
many people give Superbad such, props because it's fucking nothing compared to The Breakfast Club.
Right?
I'm not comparing it to that. I'm not
No, but
comparing it
that's
to
the problem.
greatness.
The problem is when you start looking at movies like Click or Big Daddy, and like, okay, I'm guilty of this. Going back and watching those movies that I hated growing up, that kind of reminds me of Archer. Looking at these old movies that were not good when back in the day, like even Waterboy in the would be the fringe is Waterboy, because I didn't like Waterboy growing up, but then everything after that, Click, Big Daddy, everything else, right? Adam Sandler, they all sucked. Before Waterboy, everything was pretty good. Jim Carrey, everything before The Cable Guy was good. Everything after The Cable Guy was like, Cable Guy was fringe. Okay. Now I'm older. And compared to the movies and shit that I'm watching now, Cable Guy is fucking hilarious. Big Daddy is like not bad, and I'm like, but then I have to go back and go like, nah, dude, fuck that. Subscribe.
Zombie Boy's in the house.
Zombie
Gary,
Boy.
I was wondering when that was going to happen. Good to see you, man.
Dude? Thank you for the book. You totally fucking delivered, man. You said it was within
really
a week.
quick.
We got it within a week, and I got it.
We had some really nice things to say about you earlier in the episode, man. Just if you want some flowers, check it out.
Me and Jake are going to read this. We're going. Yep. Do you want us to do a Grody review, or would you like to like talk first? Because we got a lot of shit. I got a lot of shit to say. I read it, and I'm like, I got a lot to say about this. I like this story. I think people should read this story. I got things to say, and I'm kind of curious what you. Because I'm not just going to like start speaking my mind without giving you like a heads up. Like, hey, bro.
Right. Like,
here's kind of where I'm at.
So I actually ordered mine 2 days ago and it arrived today. So that was really quick on shipping. I haven't read it yet. I've got to read it. So after we get done, do you want us to do a Grody review or do you just want us to talk about it?
Yeah. Or do you want my 2 cents?
You know what direction this is going to go, so you know.
DMs.
So you know what you're signing up for. You know where this is going, so be prepared.
Reviews are honest. I haven't read it yet.
No, we're honest, and I try not. I'm not like mean or anything, and I actually don't have. There's a few critiques I have, but there's not like negativity that I have.
I'm only
at
mean.
all. And I think everybody should read this book because it's fucking lit. And fuck yeah, dude, Sedusa.
I'm only mean when
you gotta hold it up higher.
I'm only mean when you give me shit like pencils down. Then I'm gonna be unbearably mean.
Why am I not in more on those episodes? Like
the pencils down shit was something else, dude. The fucking Rob Hunter shit, that's our fucking trophy right there.
Can we do both?
Yeah, totally. We can do both, man. Hell yeah. That Rob Hunter shit that was me and Jake. Like we fucking were doing the Rob Hunter thing because nobody was talking about it. We talked about it, and then
I was in that episode, wasn't I?
We like did a little bit of shenanigans, and that called him
nobody
out.
Went at him on X.
Nobody was going at him.
Oh, okay.
On X like
and then we pulled some
strings.
Not even pulled strings, dude. We were like pulling shenanigans, and not even shenanigans. We just fucking called him out. Shenanigans. We're not even doing that. We just fucking called him out. Like, bro, what's up with this shit? Like this. Like, I know you're on the Kings. I know you're doing it, but well, bro, this lettering is fucking what the fuck?
If you're gonna call yourself a king, you need to fucking.
And then he fucking threw the biggest baby fit tantrum on fucking X in the DMs ever, and publicly, not even just the DMs. And then I fucking left a review. Was like, not even a review, a comment like, when's the next update or something stupid, right? And that was enough to trigger this fucking guy to go crazy and fucking just destroy himself.
Yep.
Like me and Jake just asked simple, basic shit, and it broke him. Right now, this is not fucking Zombie Boy. This is Zombie. You're nowhere in this conversation.
All I did when I saw his lettering on that thing was like, God damn, can't we just get Eric Weathers to do it?
Yeah, bro. Comic Sans, dude. Just use Comic Sans.
Oh,
Nobody says WTF in their speech bubbles because WTF is a fucking an anagram or whatever. It's like an analogy. Yada yada.
Yeah.
It's what the fuck. You don't say WTF, bro. Like I guess they do nowadays,
Yeah.
but
It's like he did that and then just went full bitch on me and then on everybody. And then, you know, there was a Don Draw stuff. He sent me some lettering that he wanted to put in his book, and I was like, you might want to change it up a bit. Never got a reply from him after that. And then when it comes to where was I going with this?
you were talking about Don Draws doing lettering versus the fucking Rob Hunter's lettering. You make a mention of Rob Hunter, and Rob Hunter throws a big baby fit on Twitter. Don Draws just, like, you know, got it.
It's like, why the fuck are you asking me what I think of something if when I give you an honest opinion on it, you're just gonna fucking like turn into a little girl about it and just be like, well, you said it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Just do what I did. When people said that the Brother Kit title card wasn't good for the cover of Brother Kit, guess what? I disagreed and I just went along with it.
Rob Hunter
used the title card.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
All he had to do was try.
But guess what? I'm still talking to Elliot Rodriguez. He's still a cool dude. I'll still talk to the Kings if they ever want to have me on. I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, they said my shit's bad, so I can't talk. No.
Did Reaper Destroyer and Joe Sontag is like giving us shout outs. Joe Sontag, by the way, is badass. I've been working on a piece.
Oh,
and,
do we get a teaser?
You want a teaser?
We're doing spoilers tonight. Are we getting a spoiler? You got to make him big.
I don't think you'll be able to see
if we get it. If we don't get it, then he doesn't get to go big.
I'll show you, but it's like blue lines, and I just barely started inking it, so you can't even see.
I can't see shit.
You can't see shit.
That's a fucking tease.
Hold up. I'm trying to. Let me fix the
light. Put a red light on it, motherfucker.
Hold on. It's. Oh my god! Can you see that, dude?
No.
Okay, right there. There. It is. You can see, as you can see, fucking Reaper Destroyer there with the Reaper Destroyer here with the shit.
I only see what looks like either a cape or tentacles.
And then this,
yeah, what
like
I see is like slightly uneven shadows on a blank piece of paper.
The teeth, and then the opening of the mouth and the eyes.
So what you're basically saying is that you haven't started yet. He gave you a project.
It's non-photo blue, damn it! It can't show up on fucking camera physically. It can't do it.
Quit being a bitch and draw with a regular pencil.
Let me see if that works.
Exactly right.
How's that? Let me just put the light directly on it. It doesn't even work either. Hold on. How can the fucking god dang it fucking childproof blue?
Childproof.
Yeah,
the stuff that Peter draws is so insanely bad. They have to hand him a childproof blue.
Childproof blue, bro. Right here.
Corey Barton says that ain't enough, Peter. Too many dudes. Where are the babes at? Do you even know how to draw? What the fuck?
God damn it, there are no babes.
Yeah, where are the babes? You know, I recently saw one that had big nipples right on the cover.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. With the black leather thing in the hat and the fucking cigarette. Is that the same thing you're talking about?
I was talking about Zombie Boys. I was alluding to his.
Oh, it's Medusa. Oh, because I just saw this thing on X where this like pretty badass comic book cover where this chick had big tits and she had like this leather jacket on and this little fucking, I don't know what that kind of hat that is, and cigarette. And her nipples were popping out. And then somebody did a cosplay and it was like not as good as the cover. But
yeah.
You know. Still pretty cool.
Like pretty cool artwork. Like when women try to cosplay Vampirella, it's always the no tit, scrawny ass women that want to do Vampirella.
And one thing, Zombie. I found one misspelled word.
You found a misspelled word?
Yeah, one misspelled word. Now I might have to go back through it, but I found one misspelled word.
That'll happen.
No, that's
As
actually
long
a
as it's
compliment.
not like in the word zombie or boy.
No,
That's
it's
cardinal
a
sin.
compliment because
It's
most
a cardinal
of the time,
sin if it's zombie or boy, but if it's
okay,
if it's like
I'm not even gonna
WFM.
find it and then pull it out. I'll look it up because I got to reread it and make sure that there's only the one. Because usually, like, there are comic books that shouldn't have any misspelled words because they have so many editors, so many people involved.
Mm-hmm.
And you find like 20 misspelled words or 20 weird contractions or some weird speech thing, right? And I have one misspelled word. So it's and as far as you were saying earlier, Comic Sans, bro, the lettering in this book is superior to a lot of the books that I've already seen because you got the picture. If you're not going to write your own handwriting or get a fucking whatever letterist, Comic Sans, right? There are fonts and stuff that work better than Comic Sans, but if you're going to do it, Comic Sans, bro. Rob Hunter, what the fuck were you thinking with your Times New Roman bullshit and your WTF word bubbles? Like, no, dude, this is an achievement. This is an achievement right here. And I got questions for you, but I'm going to ask you either in private or see if you want to do it live or whatever. Me and Jake are going to read this book and we're going to like do a review on this book.
Yeah, we are. 100%.
Been waiting for it.
Yeah, man. Especially considering you didn't even tell us it was ready to go.
Yeah, I'll bet we'll give you a review before Katie does. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, you fucking running off the Katie did she just get her channel deleted? I'm sorry, Katie, if that really did happen. I know Liam is out
Katie
for her
did,
right now.
more like Katie don't.
No, it's because of fucking rascal little Australian.
Yeah.
Little
Actually, I want you to tell me right now. Did she even back the damn book?
Oh, yeah, we don't have to get into the drama. Did she back it?
That's right. She's
I
not
think-
worth it.
Was
I
she
think
number
the
9?
viewers,
Was she
the
number
viewers
8?
deserve some exposition here, guys.
Was she number 7? Was she number 6?
Uh-huh.
Was
That's
she
exactly
number
right.
5? Yeah,
She didn't.
that's right.
She didn't back it.
Me and
That's
Jake
right.
did.
She stay with the people who are faithful.
Just like we fucking said on day 1, as soon as this book is ready to go, we're backing it because this looks really fucking cool and interesting. And we did. As soon as the day we found out that it was ready to go, we fucking backed it. And I backed on the high tier. Jake can't even say that. I did that.
Well, I like that cover better.
To be honest, I like that one better too. But I do like Sedusa. And I do remember telling him I will back this cover because I like the character.
I remember.
So I backed the cover that I promised. Although I do like that other cover better. I do like that cover. That cover is like a fucking piece of artwork.
It's just
right
got a lot
there,
more
man.
going on.
Yeah, it's a very clever, especially after having read it. That is a very fucking good cover. Very clever. So, but I wish you had put that in here as like the back cover, which are because I got questions for you, bro. I got a lot of questions after looking at this book because I'm kind of baffled. Can I ask him a question, Jake? Can I ask him one question? No, I'm not going to do it. No, we're going to make it specific. No, I'll do it later. No, I got a question. I'm going to ask you a question either live or in DMs.
Those are two very different things.
Yeah.
Let me know if you're doing a show on Friday or Saturday. No, we're Thursdays. We're Thursdays specifically.
Yeah, but now that I'm having my weekdays, I might. By the way, I was planning on doing a show today, Jake.
Oh,
but I hadn't quite put it together. Yeah, because you've been taking the fucking. You've been taking the reins or whatever lately because my channel was like under scrutiny, I guess you could say. with my job at the time. But now that job is over, there's no scrutiny. So I told you I was going to lighten the load, help you out a bit, and do a show this week on my channel. And I was trying to put it together when you're like, "Hey, bro, I got this shit," and I was like, "All right." So we're gonna have to figure that out. Maybe we'll do something on my channel on Tuesdays, and we'll do it on your channel on Thursdays, or maybe Fridays on my channel, or something. We can figure that out. Like we can.
That'll give me time. That'll give me time to start putting videos back together.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
I got ideas on that. I have some funny ideas for videos, by the way. For like
good.
So nice. I want to see this.
Views. But it's okay. Are you familiar with the quartering and what the quartering has been doing?
Don't be giving away. Don't be giving away the shit that you want to do.
I didn't know he was doing anything for like the last 5 years.
Stealing the idea. You don't want people taking the idea.
I kind of agree with that.
Awesome. And everybody's gonna fucking subscribe like fucking crazy after I do that.
Yeah, I already told you. I believe that when you start up your channel and you actually start doing your own videos, you will surpass me indefinitely.
Yeah, but
I'll say the same thing on that. Like I have full faith in it.
But you saw.
I want to be on the record saying that.
What do you think about my idea?
I think it's good.
I think it needs a little
with everything else going on.
It's it's there. It's an idea.
Well, I just gotta say thank you, Jeremy. It's fucking brilliant.
I swear to God. He says the quartering is effed.
Yeah, dude. I unsubscribed to that guy right after COVID.
Hey, the quartering is great. Now, hold on. To be fair, Jeremy is great. If you want somebody to read 15 news headlines for you in one day and provide an opinion that doesn't have anything to do with the actual thing that they are talking about, the quartering is an absolute chef's kiss at this. But only if you want to get bitched at for not having subscribed like 15 times a video.
If you fucking love somebody who reads a headline and then tells you what they think that the story might be about and his thoughts on what it could be about, the quartering is fucking beautiful. If you want to watch his story,
you're ready to get bitched at about not subscribing.
Yeah, don't talk about him because he might fucking flag you.
You can't have an opinion.
Don't say anything about the quartering. Don't call him a cuck. Don't do any of that bullshit with all this modern drama. Because you know what he's been doing lately to all those fucking channels who've been doing shit like that. So don't call him a cuck. Don't do any of that shit.
But he definitely is. As an official representative of this channel, we are officially. Sorry, cuck.
Sorry, Jake. Your channel's fucking gone.
Oh, no, I'm not apologizing to Jake. I'm apologizing to the cuck.
No. You apologize to Jake because you just smoked his channel.
No, I didn't.
Have you heard about that shit? Nah. If he hears about it, he might. Especially the smaller channels, he's fucking just eating that shit.
Yeah, he'll shed tears. He will shed real tears. I'm sure he will.
Go watch his short videos. Are you familiar with his short videos?
I'm sure he's a fan of Opus Clip.
No, dude, it's worse than you could possibly imagine. What he's been doing lately is reading scripts. Like fucking, it has to be like 50 scripts a day because this is how he does a script.
Yeah. Oh, I bet that's so easy to do. Yeah.
This is how he does it. Oh man, oranges are really bad. Like you're gonna tell you, check this video out. And then it shows a 5-minute video clip that he just ripped off of somebody else. That's it. That's all he does to make it transformative. And then he'll do this. Oh man, it's like totally terrible what happens to the family. Check this video out. And then it's like somebody else's video. And then he goes like, oh man, this shit's really crazy. I like oranges. Check this video out. Like he fucking puts these things out like fucking like clockwork. Mm-hmm. And he's not even reading. He's just reading a script to make it seem like it's just fucking bullshit.
To give it that transformative element. That dude,
it's not,
he is the epitome of like if there is an easier way to do a thing, he is going to discover it he is going to do it. He'll learn it from someone else, and he will do that thing and put like he is a zero effort guy.
Somebody clip what Paul just said, what Stanley just said, so that and then
Said,
you
hold
can
on,
add
make me
this
big.
to the beginning of it.
Make me
Oh
big.
man, I
Make
never
me
really
big.
thought about it like this. Check this video out, and then
Make me
throw
big.
Stanley in there.
So what I want to say, I want to be very clear on the record as to the things that I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that Jeremy of the Quartering, not other Jeremys, but the Jeremy from the Quartering is exceptional at complaining about YouTube tropes and how YouTube is screwing him. At the same time, he is absolutely fantastic about finding the simplest and easiest way to do a thing in order for him to put out 15 or 20 videos a day and then cry about how he is not successful. To be very clear, that is that is what is going on there. And I just want to be on the record on my official channel here to say that is what is going on. When you're watching Quartering, you can watch a Quartering. If you were good about, if you were totally cool with somebody explaining to you, reading the headline of a story and not knowing anything about what is actually happening in the news, but having somebody read a headline to you so that they can hammer through 15 or 20 headlines a day in order to create the most videos possible so that they can maximize the amount of views that they are getting simply for the sake of YouTube. Jeremy is your man.
All right, make me big. Oh man, some people will say anything just to get a few YouTube clicks. Check this video out.
Now, and then you got to show the video of me.
Now splice what Paul just said.
Yes,
you got a Quartering video.
That is perfect. That needs to be your next shorts. We're at the 1 hour 31 minute mark, Jake. You need to make a shorts video out of that.
That's how it happens. That's how you do it, boys.
God.
Times 500.
Fuck out of here, fucking Jeremy.
If you ever come to this channel to stay on topic, I am sorry to disappoint you. Oh shit!
Hey Jake, make me big real quick.
Okay.
Man, sometimes people just know what to say at the right time to say it. Check this video out. And then clip that.
Oh God.
We were talking about worms or something. What was the topic of conversation for tonight? It was
we were talking about Invincible. And then we got our fucking special guest in the chat over here, Zombie Boy, and his new book, Subscribe Hero. Go check it out. Totally fucking worth it. It's a good story. I can't wait for the next book to come out now that I've read this one. 100 pages. I can't believe you did 100 pages, bro. Yeah. That's a hell of a price for 100 pages.
That is sweat labor,
it's a
man.
Very cool story. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about in this book, and we're gonna once Jake reads it, we're gonna get together. We're gonna formulate our plan for a Grody review, and then we'll throw you in this. It might be fun to get you on and talk about all this stuff and defend yourself, like we do.
That's usually what.
And
happens
Jeremy,
when we
you
get
too, if
somebody
you still
on to
feel
talk
the need.
about the book.
It
immediately devolves into protecting the book instead of just letting it have its review.
We'll do the review and then bring him on. How about that?
That's fine.
So you can take notes of our notes and then talk about it.
But yeah, you can go to subscribehero.com. The link is in the chat now, and you can go over there and you can check it out. It's 100 pages for $25.
Have you seen that Orion Call or whatever that book is called? He's been doing
Orion.
Call Sign Orion. He's been making the rounds on Twitter again.
Oh, good for
promoting a second chance for his book.
He didn't even need a second chance.
Man, I'm a little concerned with some of the funding on some of these books, one of the things I want to talk about with the Zombie Boy is that somehow he's managed to surpass all of this. And I have thoughts on how he did it. You got the book ready to go. I got the book really quick. Now, a lot of these guys, you back a book and you wait a while. So I'm curious how that happens. I think I know how you did it, and I'm curious I'm right. Meanwhile, you have books that still haven't come out that they are doing now second chances on that aren't doing great, and I'm curious, like, if they're ever going to print. But call Sutter Ryan. But then also we've got Reaper Destroyer #2 coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another thing to talk about. Why the funding for that book is so. It should be $100,000 by now. What is going on with that fucking book? That book is fucking awesome looking.
Oh, I thought we covered that last week.
We
but
did.
Okay.
Look at this fucking fan art. That's fucking what this book is inspiring me to do.
Absolutely exquisite.
It's
I
fucking
see
beautiful.
a blank piece of paper.
Your use
You
of
don't
negative
see
space
all
is just
this?
unparalleled.
Hold on a minute. You're not
I didn't
even-
realize that you were doing a blank cover for Reaper Destroyer. That's pretty.
Can you
That's
see
a
it?
good
Is that
idea.
one of those ones where the artist has to like draw in?
Yeah.
Look at the pencil
Yeah,
indentions.
look at that blank cover.
Oh, bro, there's
Yeah.
all kinds of blue on this.
It's a special cover where you have to take a pencil and shade it to make the
Hold on.
design go in.
Maybe if I change the color of my desk, you might actually be able to see it better. Hold up. Let me see if that.
Do it with like a red or something though. You got like
All right. Hold on. Why isn't it going red?
because you're doing it blue. That's the whole reason you use blue.
No, that's got a white light on it. Okay, there's blue. Why won't it turn red, dude? I'm hitting the red button. There we go, red. No, orange is the opposite of blue, so it's got to be orange.
The orange, fine.
But it's not doing orange. It's all different variations of pink. What about yellow? Can you see that any better?
Oh wait, hold on. No,
Right there. All right, hold on. Dude, my little remote's not working for shit.
you need a camera specifically, like one of those desk down cameras.
You can tell that there's like a drawing here, though, right? You can see all that.
Jake, you want to tell him?
You can tell there's an attempt going on.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Can you see the blue lines a little better now?
Oh yeah.
Sure, Peter.
This is the little bit inking. I just started inking the background like really lightly.
That's ink.
This black line right here is, but there's all this blue line work right here that I'm like trying to show. Here's Reaper Destroyer's head.
Are
You
you
can't see that?
are you trying to put us through a Rorschach test? Is that what's going on?
Oh man, there has to be a color that y'all can fucking see my artwork. Or not. You just have to wait until it's done. How about that?
Zombie
back to
says
white.
that he finished drawing it and printed it. That's how I shipped it out so quickly.
Huh?
I did the work, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
I was going to ask him if it was print on demand.
That's fair. Because
That's a fair question because it came out so quick. And, you know, if you're not going to finance like the printing, like most people wouldn't even finance the printing, at least on their
Right.
own. So if you're like doing that shit, fucking A, man.
Yeah, exactly. You deserve a huge pat on the back for that.
The reason I would ask is because a lot of print on demand has like this blank white cover, inside cover, right? And so I was like, oh, maybe it was print on demand. Because if that was the case, if it's print on demand, this is really good quality for print on demand. And I want to know who you used because Amazon doesn't fucking make shit like this. Like this is really good quality. So either you printed it on your own dime, or if it's a print on demand, you know somebody that does top-notch fucking print on demand shit, right? And that's so either way, I want to know. He printed 100 copies of each. Okay. Well, that answers
Nice.
that question right there. And bro, kudos to you on that because
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know
Big
if I
pat
can
on the
afford
back.
to pull that off. So I'm going to help you sell all those copies. I'm going to do everything I can to help you sell that shit because
Hell yeah.
I want you to keep going.
You
It's
should do
a
your
shame
quartering
because-
presentation and then show a picture of it.
I'm going to do a video where I'm like the quartering. I'm like, hey guys, you should really check this video out.
Oh,
It's
you
really
should
great.
so do that.
And then
You should
have like
so
a
do
bunch
that.
of Muppets.
And then
like,
do
clapping.
quartering videos. Do quartering
Muppets.
videos.
I should do quartering videos.
Yeah, you should do exactly what
I
he
do
does.
kind of
but
look
to his
like him.
channel.
Hold on. Let's see if I can pull off a good quartering. Let me add some bags to my eyes. Here we go. Like, look
Oh,
at
that's it. That's the look. Yeah, that's a good one. You gotta have a flannel shirt.
So, like if you watch the latest Marvel movie, it's like complete shit and woke garbage. You should check this video out. Hey, if you think this Marvel's everything is like crazy, check this video out.
That's almost no different. That's no different from JDA Talks.
Hold on. Here's a good quartering. So like
and then just cut to a video.
Yeah. Check this video out.
I think he's got that down pat, Corey.
Oh yeah, yeah. Peter, I want to see those shorts. Like seriously,
that's why I wear glasses so that nobody can see this.
The dead in your eyes.
Yeah. Here's JDA Talks.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Oh my God! No! No!
We're going to talk about Supergirl and how they are ruining the character. And since we don't like what the mainstream's doing right now, come check out my book where I created an actual female character that you can enjoy and actually have the conservative values that we actually have over here on the channel. And guess what? You can get this at this website that I created where we have over 1,400 different books that you could choose from. But this one specifically, if you're interested in a Supergirl-esque character.
Also, none of them are good.
I thought there was
and they're all half AI drawn. Because I'm all about AI because I don't want to have to pay anybody to draw my shitty books.
Right.
Also, CG sucks.
What the fuck is
in the house? What's going on?
What the fuck is this voice?
What's up, man?
That was JDA Talks, man.
That's how he does it, dude. So, hold on, I gotta turn it up. So, yeah, CG totally blew it again because they made a video about something about that I totally disagree with.
Hey guys, JDA Talks here. I just wanted to let you know that you can get this book over here because over here we care about comics and we want to deliver you quality books. We don't want anything to do with the mainstream and the progressive
1,400 at a time.
You can see how they decimated Supergirl, and as we all know, that I am the #1 Supergirl fan. You can see how I created with my character.
#1 Latino sci-fi.
All the values that we once had in harmony with the Supergirl character. But just come over here to my website and you can download this book here and you can actually get a physical copy of it and we'll get it to you directly. But yeah, come over here and don't worry about Comicsgate because those guys fucked me over because they wouldn't give me enough attention. So I'm over here and I'm going to badmouth everybody that doesn't allow me to promote my book.
Original characters that don't represent anything else.
Don't forget, I do this 10 times a day with 10-minute videos where I do the exact same thing that the Corrine does, where I just scroll through a goddamn essay of what somebody else wrote and give you my thoughts on it.
Oh, yeah.
Who is Jake impersonating? That was JDA Talks.
JDA. JD, there's JDA. That's a spot on. He's the #1 Latino sci-fi seller. Is how he says it.
He doesn't talk like that.
No, I usually talk like. So anyway, guys, like I was saying, Jake, stop talking, Jake. I'm gonna talk over you. I got something to say.
That's usually how it goes.
I forgot.
I want that voice modulator now.
It's cool, right?
Oh man,
yeah, it is.
Zombie said
What's funny about it too is knowing like anybody who's watching this and knows he doesn't know how he sounds. He can't hear it. So.
I can't hear it. I didn't even realize that I was still on.
Yeah, I caught that. I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to let it go.
No, that's fine because I see the light. So we'll just go until I realize, right? That's
absolutely ridiculous.
You should get one of these. They're fun.
Yes.
All right. Invincible. Where are we at? We like season 5? We waiting for season 6?
I enjoyed season 5 because we've been building up to this for the last 4 seasons. This is what it was.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
The question is where do we go from here?
Yeah.
Well,
because we've been building up to this
after this war. We just saw.
Do we agree with Mark's decision in the final moments? I'm curious your thoughts on that.
Yeah.
I have not seen the final moments
Look.
yet. I understand that
Yes,
it's going to be
I 100% agree with
that.
Mark because he was in.
I do too, and to me, that's just like that's where the story ends. Like, I don't see how in our current iteration of characters. Like I know that there are things that's going to happen. Like, see, there's going to be season 6. I think they're good for they got renewed for like 8 seasons or something insane. But so we know there's other things that are going to be going on. However, this is actually to me like 1 or 2 episodes shy of a copacetic ending for the whole series.
Right.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that. They're going to do.
I know they're not.
Dead. Like they had plenty of opportunities to end like the Game of Thrones, right? But they didn't. Or no,
there's
a point where they had to start diverging because the comic book they've already maxed out comic book material. Like The Boys, they've diverged so quickly off The Boys comic that by the end of the show, it was like not the same. It's not the same at all as the comic book.
Game of Thrones too.
Oh, that's a good jumping off tangent again. So Supergirl, thumbs up? Yes, 100%.
Yes, 100%. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that movie. In fact, bro, I almost bought the graphic novel, The Woman of Tomorrow. I saw it for $20 at the mall yesterday. I almost picked it up.
I can't read it. Somebody has to read this to me. My old man eyes can't see it. What is he saying? Why is everybody going?
I assume at least Stanley is hyped for Supergirl. Can't be worse than Ironheart.
Well, it can't be worse than Ironheart.
Unlike most of these bitches that have an opinion without reading a book, I read the book.
I read
the fucking book. I read it, but I just didn't own the graphic novel. I got the pirated that one off that website that's totally for free.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I'm totally hyped for Supergirl. And what's cool
and it was
for
pretty
me,
awesome because I didn't pay a dime.
It was a good story. It was a good story.
No, that was a really good story.
What's cool for me is that it actually like drops in theaters on my birthday, and I took that week off because we're going to go. I'm going to take Megan and the kids down to Pensacola. We've already got a place, an Airbnb rented out. We're going to go be on the beach, and then when we get back, I'm taking a day, and I'm going to go watch Supergirl.
You're gonna not watch Supergirl on your trip in Pensacola,
right?
No. Why would I? I'm on a trip. I'm going to enjoy things that you do on a trip. I'm not going to do everyday mundane.
You don't want to see it in a theater, in like a good theater, like what?
All right. I went to Roswell, New Mexico for Alien Fest one year, and then I ended up going to watch a 4D movie because Alien Fest sucks and Roswell sucks and New Mexico sucks.
It does suck. The decorations in Roswell are all like the decorations they hung up in like 1975.
Yeah, it's like everything is like 30 or 40 years old, and it's all just for photo shoots. And the comic book convention was like in a shitty little mall, and I met what's his name, Harry Kim from Voyager, Star Trek Voyager, but because there was like nobody else in there, I'm like, hey, what do you think of this convention, dude? And he's just like,
my life sucks.
Nice. And I was like, I bet if I went to San Antonio to meet you, I'd probably have to pay like $100 to have this conversation, right?
He's like, yeah, I'd have made $100.
Yeah,
more.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, but now you're here talking to me for free, right? And he's like, I guess so. And I was like, yeah, dude.
Really
totally
puts my life in perspective.
I'm not from here though. Here's the catch. I'm from Texas.
I spent $110 on gas to get here.
Yeah, I paid that money
instead of going to pay at the San Antonio convention.
Peter, did you have more fun at Roswell or rushing Area 51?
That's a good question because we all did the Naruto run, and when you run like this, it makes you go faster.
Yeah,
and it was really hard for them to catch us, but they did catch us. So I don't know. Roswell did have a lot of fun, like events too.
But yeah. I'm stoked for Supergirl. For as much as people want to bitch about this one not being their Supergirl, this is a Supergirl that they introduced back in the 90s.
I think this is my favorite Supergirl that I've read about.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I would think this is my favorite Supergirl.
That's tough. I've looked
The
at the old
WB
old
show,
ones.
like she wasn't bad. I know she was
Wasn't
like
bad.
a trope.
WB
But
show.
that's more based off of the
I
the
know,
Fathom
I know.
guy.
It's a straight up like copyright copied thing of Superman. I get it.
Who did 52 Supergirl? Who was that artist? Was that the guy from Fathom, or was that Finch?
Well, there were multiple artists on it. It was
like
Michael Green. It was Michael Green, Mike Johnson, and Muhammad Assar.
He was the Muhammad Assar of his day.
They did the volume.
Damn.
They did volume 2.
Who's the one that looks like
It was Mike Johnson and Muhammad Massar. That's who did most of the New 52.
Oh, okay. I didn't guess that. Who? Because there's that artwork that looks like the fucking Fathom comic books. Who's that artist?
Well, there was Michael Allen Nelson, Scott Lobdell, Mike Hawthorne, and a couple others.
All right. I liked some of that artwork. I'm not a big fan of that particular style of the New 52. Like the one where she's flirt with
bite
Superman.
your tongue, Corey. It's gonna be good.
What is he saying?
Dude,
He's
all
saying
right.
I ain't got no interest to see Supergirl.
That woman, did you read the Woman of Tomorrow comic? If you get past a few, like I have a few choice.
There's a couple little
words.
flaws in it, but
Yeah.
overall, like
I don't
that's pretty good.
I don't like the way Supergirl looks in that comic book because she's too like classically beautiful. And if she's like ragtag, she's in the middle of battle, she's like a fighter. I don't see that classic beautiful look, as somebody that would go into battle. But then again, that is kind of Supergirl, and so it works, I guess. That's the only thing I would change about that comic. And Comet, I'd fuck Comet.
My one thing I would say about the movie is I reserve the right to dislike the movie if it ventures too far from the comic.
Oh, but
it doesn't look like it will, though.
From everything we've seen, is really like aligns with the comic. So I don't think that's going to happen, but I do reserve that right.
Everything that we've seen outside of Lobo is spot on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Everything outside of Lobo.
But
Which means, how's
producers
that gonna
seats in a
tie in?
meeting at a table, we're sitting there going, this is a good story. This is a good comic. We're going to do a movie about this. We like it, but we need Jason Momoa as Lobo.
How do you think they're going to do it?
That automatically is one of those things where I'm like, oh.
I like Jason Momoa as Lobo. I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. That's like Chris, what's his name? Switching from Fantastic Four over to Captain America. It's the same difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how often are they able to accomplish that successfully?
With Jason
rare.
with Jason Momoa, you can do it. That's fine. It's the actor that pulls it off.
It's not even. I'm not even worried about them like switching over. It's just the fact that they were like. What I hear is that they see a story that's good, but they don't have faith that this is going to carry the amount of money they want to make. So
they need
let's throw a Momoa in there as a name just so we can sell a few more tickets.
There's also the fact that they want to put Momoa as Lobo. So where can we put Momoa into this universe, right? Where's a good insertion point?
It only fits because in the New 52, Supergirl and Lobo do have a run-in, but it's very limited. It's almost pointless, but they do have a run-in. Lobo's out looking for a guy that's using his name and trying to like make a name for himself with the Lobo name. So he's out looking for the guy that's kind of, identity theft.
It fits with the whatever, the bounty hunters and shit.
But I already told you what I want to happen with Lobo in one of my videos. What happens after Supergirl? Well, I have my thoughts on it.
Which video is that?
The Supergirl video?
Yeah, which there was a couple of them, and this is an excellent opportunity for a call out that if you have not seen that video, if you're watching this right now and you have not seen that video, you definitely need to go back into the library and check it out.
Right here. That means you're gonna have to put the card right over Stanley.
You can only do that for the last 20 seconds of the video.
Oh yeah, it's on my channel. You'll run into it. I've got a limited catalog for my videos right now.
Speaking of movies,
but yeah,
the next
James
chance
Gunn,
I
Supergirl,
get,
Supergirl super sequel predictions. I have ideas of where I want to go since they're introducing Lobo and shit.
Yeah, we did a whole live stream about it too. Were those the live streams or were those your videos?
We did one video where it was about the Supergirl book.
The one where all three of us talked about the book.
Yeah, that was 3 guys, 1 comic.
Yeah, that was good because we actually read all the comic and we're ready to go.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. You got me absolutely psyched on it just after that stream alone.
There's a lot of movies that I'm looking forward to. Woman of Tomorrow, Supergirl is one of them, and I want to look at trailers and talk about all these movies because there's a lot of movies. For the first time in like fucking 20 years, there's more than one movie that I want to go see in the next year. You know what I mean? There are like 5 movies that I want to see now.
Mo Biggs says that she's too beautiful. How's Peter not an editor at DC or Marvel with that attitude?
Right? Everybody
True.
write to your Marvel and DC editors or whatever. Like you tell them about my progressivism.
True. Lobo isn't lame enough to be comic accurate. Needs to be way cornier.
I think this movie is going to be great. This Woman of Tomorrow. Now I'm curious to see what Mo Biggs would say to the Street Fighter trailer.
That's spot on, Mo. If you want to write proper comic accurate Lobo, you have to put yourself in a certain mindset. Okay, what would a complete pussy think a tough guy is like?
That's pretty spot on, yeah.
Well said.
I hope you don't do the random stream ending before you read those insightful comments. No, I'm catching up.
No, we read it.
Oh my God, you need to do that. Like when you end it, you got to pull up this comment. Like, okay, and the comment of the day.
I did watch. Corey Barton says I did watch Joker 2 movie and I regretted it. There is like no point to it. Yeah,
I haven't seen Joker 2. I like the Joker.
You have to go into it, and the first one too. Like you're gonna see some kind of like art nouveau, or whatever you pronounce it, like version of your character. It's not.
Mo Biggs responded to Corey. He says Joker 2 reminded me of the movie Stand By Me, the story within a story, where the part where Gordy tells about the fat kid in the pie eating contest. At the end, Teddy's like, then what happens?
Stand
That's
By
accurate.
Me makes my whole family cry. But that's one of those movies that I don't have any emotions. I watched that movie and I'm like, I don't understand why people fucking get upset during this movie.
Joker 2 is then what happens when the story is already finished.
Yeah, but I guess I can understand. I haven't seen it yet, but I understand that like there's a sequel because there's a reaction to the first movie, right? So there's like a part 1 being the reaction or the whatever, the insinuating action, and then the reaction being the consequences. Musical? Yeah, and it's a musical because he's crazy. He's a fucking lunatic. I have not seen it, but
you guys watched the new Mortal Kombat movie? No, it looks cheesier than the first
hold
one.
Up.
I don't care.
Are you talking about the trailer for the new Mortal Kombat reboot?
Mortal Kombat 2, yeah.
I saw the Mortal Kombat reboot and I liked it, and now I'm excited for Carl Urban's Mortal Kombat 2. I am excited for that, and I'm excited for Street Fighter, and I'm excited for fucking He-Man and Woman of Tomorrow. There's like so many movies coming out that I can't wait, dude. I want to watch them all. I'll go to the movies and watch these movies because they look like fun. There's more than that. Wow, fuck, we got the Avengers. We got those Avengers movies coming out.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how that goes. I am.
What about Spider-Man? Spider-Man looks good too. Have you seen Spider Noir yet? Because it's out.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man Noir on Disney Plus. I gotta watch that, and then we got.
It's not on Disney Plus. It's on like Netflix. No, it's either on Netflix.
Amazon. It's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon. Yeah, it's Nicolas Cage as Spider Noir. Ben Riley.
I want to know how Amazon got the rights to pull that shit off.
Sony. It's Sony.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah, Spider-Man. So they got it's Sony. Like that's a no-brainer. Sony
So
would
they
be
can
like,
call
yeah.
it Spider Noir. That makes sense. Okay.
Well, no, Spider Noir is a character from the Marvel. It's a Spider-Man character.
Yeah, but they're
he's-
allowed to say anything except Spider-Man, right? That's how those rights go.
No. Sony owns Spider-Man, not Marvel. That's why they're having to do all these fucking deals with Marvel to do the Spider-Man movies. That's why there aren't like a shitload of Spider-Man movies right now, or Spider-Man's not super tied into the MCU. He is because they had to do extensive deals with Marvel to make it happen.
Yeah, I know that. I know that was a lot of paperwork they had to do.
That's why Venom and Spider-Man haven't hooked up yet because Sony owns Spider-Man and Venom, but Marvel has rights to Spider-Man. So if he wants to be in the MCU, they can't do the Venom because Sony owns Venom, and so Marvel has to play more ball, play ball with them to get those characters tied together. And that's a lot of paperwork. So that hasn't happened yet. That's why that cameo at the end of that one movie where the Venom little fucking finger moves never came to fruition because it's just too much.
Somebody forgot to